If Butch had listened to his survival instinct, he would have left Marsellus Wallace to suffer in that pawn shop basement. It made sense, right? These two had just been at each other's throats, literally fighting to the death. From a cold, logical standpoint, abandoning Marsellus there would have been poetic justice, a final brutal twist in their deadly game. But Butch didn't do that. He made the shocking choice to save Marsellus instead. Now, some folks argue Butch did this to bargain for his own life later, but that doesn't really add up. If Butch had just walked away, Marsellus would have been left to a grim fate, and Butch could have vanished without looking back. So why on earth did he turn around? To really get it, we need to dig into why Butch double-crossed Marsellus in the first place. Sure, money played a part, but there was something deeper driving Butch. Picture this, an aging boxer staring down the end of his career. Marsellus had offered him a sweet deal to take a dive, enough cash to retire comfortably. But for Butch, his pride was worth much more than any payoff. Thought of losing, not just the fight, but his self-respect. It was too much to bear. In Butch's world, where physical strength defined him, giving up wasn't an option. So he took a massive risk, bet on himself, won the fight, and walked away with a much bigger score. It was a move fueled by pride and defiance, a desperate attempt to prove he wasn't just some washed-up fighter on his way out. But something changed when Butch found himself standing in that pawn shop, free to walk away. His decision to save Marsellus wasn't just some random act of mercy. It was tied to Butch's past, his sense of honor and deep need for redemption. That gold watch Butch risked everything for? It wasn't just a fancy timepiece. It was the physical embodiment of his entire family legacy. Remember that intense story Captain Coons told about Butch's father hiding the watch in a Vietnamese prison camp? That wasn't just some wild tale. It represented survival, sacrifice, and duty. In that moment, seeing Marsellus bound and helpless, Butch saw a mirror of his father's captivity. The horrific scene in the basement wasn't just about the violence happening right then. It echoed the helplessness Butch's father must have experienced. By saving Marsellus, Butch wasn't just rescuing an enemy. In a way, he was rescuing the father he never could. There's this small but powerful detail in the scene. A Tennessee license plate visible on the wall as Butch is about to leave.